Welcome, Halo student. My name is Lizzie.
And my name is Albie.
We are here to guide you through your assignment. I will read out the assignment brief.
And I will interrupt with some key notes and guidance. Please make notes as this will help you with your work.
Unit 18 Behavior in Public Sector Employment.
Assignment 1. This assignment covers criteria P2 and merit 1.
Task to identify approaches to psychology and their theorists. Merit 1. Analyze one approach to psychology.
The scenario is this.
You are a psychologist working on a cross-service psychological awareness project. In order to appear expert at your job, you will need to demonstrate an awareness of a range of psychological perspectives.
The best way to approach this assignment is in essay or report form. Now for Task 1.
Task 1 for P2. The liaison officer for this project has prepared a sample of questions that you may get asked where you will be required to identify the approaches to psychology, behaviorism, cognitive psychology, psychoanalysis and humanism. Make reference to key original theorists and their research for each approach. Prepare some model answers for these questions. Make sure you reference all of your information.
Let's look at the questions and I can give you some tips. Let's start with behaviorism.
Question 1. Define behaviorism. Question 2. What is classical conditioning? Question 3. What is operant conditioning? Question 4. Briefly outline the work of Pavlov, Skinner and Watson.
Now the answers to these questions can be found in any I-level psychology books. Question 1 needs a textbook definition. Please reference this appropriately. Question 2 needs you to explain classical conditioning by discussing how two things can be related. Use your classwork about triggers and the formula process of unconditioned stimulus and unconditioned response changing to conditioned response. Question 3 needs you to explain the principles of positive and negative reinforcement and punishment. Question 4 needs a brief description of Pavlov's dogs and Bell's experiment, of Watson's experiment with little Albert and Skinner's experiments with his Skinner box.
Cognitive psychology. Question 1. Define the cognitive approach. Question 2. What is cognitive psychology concerned with? Question 3. What are schemas? Question 4. What experiment did Albert Bandura perform relating to social learning?
Again, question 1 can be answered by textbook definition. Question 2 is looking for a description of thought processes, memory, perception, learning, values and beliefs. Question 3, schemas are the deep-level instincts wired into us. Do some research and come up with your own example to help explain this. Question 4, research Bandura's Bobo doll experiment.
Psychoanalytic approach. Question 1. Define the psychoanalytic approach. Question 2. Who was Sigmund Freud? Question 3. Describe I, the id, B, the ego, C, the superego. Question 4. Describe the conscious and unconscious minds.
For question 1, go back to your textbook. Question 2. Look up any biography of Sigmund Freud. Question 3. Describe the three characters, using diagrams and thinking back to lesson where possible. Question 4. Think back to the analogy of the conscious mind being the goal setter and the unconscious mind being the goal getter.
Humanistic approach. Question 1. Define humanistic psychology. Question 2. What is self-actualization? Question 3. Identify and describe the stages of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Question 4. What is rapport? Question 5. What characteristics does Carl Rogers identify to maximize the potential for therapeutic change in a client as a result of building rapport,
Question 1. Yep, you guessed it. Textbook again. Question 2. Use your own interpretation of self-actualization alongside the textbook. Question 3. Maslow's hierarchy is easily described with a triangular diagram. Question 4. Rapport is the bridge between two people. Think of ways you can explain this yourself. Question 5 can be answered by describing 5 simple terms: empathy, genuineness, and unconditional positive regard.
Now for task 2, for the merit 2. You will analyze one approach to psychology by applying the components of the approach to the following scenarios given. I. Pegleg McGreg wants to quit his chosen public service. We don't know why. B. Kilvia Singh is a new recruit in her chosen public service and is very excited about everything. C. Hollywood Hogan has received several warnings about his aggressive attitude and is in danger of losing his job. D. Pixie Nose has been injured at work and is frightened about coming back to the service.
The easiest way to approach this task is to choose a psychological approach that you know and understand well and apply a different part of the theory to each scenario. For example, if you are going to analyze behaviorism, apply operant conditioning to one, classical to another, discuss transference with a third. Where possible, expand the scenario and put more of the story in.
That is all from us. Good luck.
And goodbye.